Is the crypto bull market already over? I think this is the question that most people are asking right now. And if you are invested in crypto in any way, shape or form, you have to watch this video carefully until the end. This will be the most important video about crypto for the short, medium and long term. So over the last 30 days, most altcoins are down heavily, more than 30% on average, I would say. And also Bitcoin is down a little bit. Let's put it that way. But there is one significant problem for Bitcoin right now. Today it was published that MicroStrategy was not buying any Bitcoin last week. And if you are new to my channel and you haven't seen this video, why the US will not buy Bitcoin and why I sold my Bitcoin over the last 1 or 2 weeks, you should definitely check it out to understand what's going on at the moment with Bitcoin. And you should also see the video why I don't believe that there is an altcoin season in February. I told you that 12 days ago, and since then altcoins suffered even more. So why is it important to recognize that Saylor stopped buying Bitcoin? It is very simple. It is because Michael Saylor was the main reason why Bitcoin went from 60k to 110k between November and December 2024. And of course, many people are going to tell you that this is not the case, but he spent over 20 billion in Q4 2024 to buy Bitcoin. And now that he stopped buying aggressively over the last few weeks, it is getting very obvious to see that he was the main price driver in Q4 2024. Because, for example, take a look at the Nasdaq. We are back at the highs from December. And take a look at gold, which is also trading way higher than it was in December 2024. So when we compared it to Bitcoin, we are down 11 to 12% from the high in December. And here you can see on the website from MicroStrategy, you can see how many Bitcoin they are buying. Everything is exactly listed at what price and when it is published. So let's take a look at November: 27,000 Bitcoin, 50,000 Bitcoin, 55,000 Bitcoin, 15, 21, 15. So those numbers were significantly higher than right now. Let's take a look at January: 1,000, 2,500. The last buy at the beginning of February, 7,000. But now there are also weeks where he is not buying at all, which means he has problem to raise capital. And this makes it very obvious that he was the main price driver in November and December. Now you might say, well, look at the ETFs, they were also buying. But when you take a look at the Bitcoin ETF flows, you will see that the significant move was at the same time where Saylor was buying this huge amount of Bitcoin. And it is definitely very obvious that he is also buying through the ETFs. Why is he doing that? First of all, the ETFs are liquid, easier to handle than spot, and it creates publicity because it makes it seem like the big institutions are buying Bitcoin, but in reality, he is the main buyer from the ETFs. I don't say that he's buying everything through ETFs, but definitely an important part. I'm sure he uses different methods to buy Bitcoin, but the ETFs is definitely one of them. I'm sure that all of you have heard about the news, like Abu Dhabi is buying. Okay, they bought 400 million, but compared to the 25 billion of Michael Saylor, it is nothing. And of course, YouTubers and people on X are always saying institutions are buying, whales are buying, Saylor is buying. But when you take a look at the chart, Bitcoin went down since the end of January. Somebody has to be selling when prices fall. It's just simple. That shows me that big whales have been selling since the end of January because somebody has to sell. Those whales have been using Michael Saylor as exit liquidity. And if this continues over the next few weeks, that Michael Saylor is not able to raise more money to buy more Bitcoin, this makes it very likely that whales are selling even more Bitcoin because they know that the price driver was MicroStrategy. And as long as Bitcoin is not moving higher, we will not see an altcoin season where altcoins do 3 to 5x in a short period of time. It will simply not happen. And if MicroStrategy is not continuing to buy Bitcoin, Bitcoin will not move above 110k. It is just as simple as that. So if you are invested in crypto, you have to know that. 3 days ago, I made a video about Solana where I told you that I am not buying right now and that we are in times of uncertainty, and I told you about the big unlock, and since that Solana got crushed completely. So compared to Ethereum, it took a big hit. If Bitcoin moves sideways or goes down a little bit more, this could get very ugly for Solana over the next few weeks. So you have to know that. So in the video last week, I told you that I have sold my Bitcoin position completely, and I also entered a short trade at the average price of 97.4. I already took some profit on it because the original entry price was a little bit higher, and when we went down to 92k, I took partial profits, but I scaled the trade up when Bitcoin was going up again. When we take a look at the liquidation heat map, there is a liquidation level at around 99k, which would mean that my trade would move into loss. First of all, I don't think that it is very likely that we are going to hit this liquidation level right now in the next couple of days. And if we would do so, if we would move to 99 or 100k, I think I would scale the short position up even more. And we should also take a look at Solana. So on the 1 week and 2 week time frame, there is no big liquidation level for Solana. When we take a look at the 3-day chart, we see one at 192. I don't think that we will hit that over the next few days, but if we would, I would definitely open a short position on Solana as well. And right here you can also see my take profit targets for the Bitcoin short and the stop loss around 97,400, which is basically the entry price. But very important, nothing that I say is financial advice in any regard. This video is just for entertainment purposes. You should never trust a guy on the internet who is talking about finances. Do your own research. So the whole point of the video, what I'm trying to tell you is, if you're bullish on crypto right now, it has to be clear for you that you are betting on Michael Saylor, that he is buying more Bitcoin. That is definitely possible over the next few weeks and months. If you believe that, be bullish. If you don't believe it, don't be too bullish right now. This is not the time to take aggressive bets, and as long as Bitcoin is not moving higher, we will not see an altcoin season where altcoins do 3x, 5x. It will not happen, okay? So that was it with the video on LV Crypto. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends. If you want to help me to push the video, write a comment for the algorithm. Goodbye.